Hey guys, what's going on? IIvAnIMaL here, and today I'm going to be breaking down the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies reveal trailer. So I'm basically going to skip this a little bit here because there's not really much you can talk about. However, I reckon this is probably the start of the map. I reckon you're going to start in the bus and you're going to be dropped off in this little town, which we're going to see in a second. I'm going to skip forward to this. So yeah, you see the bus roll up in this little town here, and the first thing we notice, or it's more of a bus terminal, the first thing we notice is this mystery box location over here, and then you can see this obviously place where the zombies come out. So this looks like quite a small area, and this is the first part of the map. So I reckon what's going to happen is you're going to have to get off the bus, complete an objective, go back on, and go into the next part of the map and complete an objective. So I've already seen this shot here. There's nothing really new. We've got the lava underneath the floor, which you've noticed quite a while ago. So if we keep going, we see the bus out of service. Nothing new particularly there. Now here, it's a new shot, but I think if you linger, there's not really much to tell about this, and I think if you're lingering this for 5 minutes, you're looking into it a little bit too deeply. So as the shot fades out and we skip past all these black frames, we see these zombies coming in from the smoke, which is actually I think the map boundary, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. So we see some zombies heading over to the bus, and we see this zombie with blue eyes and in a straitjacket. He looks really pissed. And here we see tons of zombies going over to the bus, and because it's in the multiplayer engine, I reckon they're probably going to be well, I don't think it's has anything to do with the multiplayer engine, but I think we're going to be seeing a lot more zombies spawn at one time, much more than the 25 zombie count. Now here, you see them, this is probably like the starting area, but you see they've all got guns, and obviously these are new characters, and this is a female character you can see on the poster. They've all got really good guns, and if you notice this character, she has a flashlight on her gun, which I think is probably going to enable you to see a bit better in the fog and mist as are in the map. So this is our first new character, the female character. Now, the reason they've all got guns like this is Treyarch are implementing now a zombies custom game modes feature, where you can basically edit everything about the game, what round you start on, what perks you have, what perks you can't get, what weapons you can't get, what weapons you can get. You get the idea, and I think they're going to go really in depth with that. So that's going to be really awesome. We're going to see some awesome challenges. We're going to see some awesome sort of competitive game modes. Now, this is the quad sort of chamber shotgun that we've been seeing from multiplayer. This is our second character that we can see here. We can see someone loading up the Olympia here, which is obviously back. And they said they are bringing back some weapons from Black Ops 1, and as well as some new zombie weapons, which is weird. We can see the conductor back here, our like robot zombie conductor guy, who seems pretty cool. And if you notice up here, this hatch here, and you can see it in the next couple of frames, is shut. Now that will open later, so just keep note of that. And here you see the doors open at either end of the bus. So there we're going to be able to hop off the bus once we skip past these black frames. There's a lot of black frames in the trailer, which is kind of annoying. And here we see this zombie here. Now there's quite a few interesting things I want to point out about this trailer. Here you see this hazardous sign here, and you see one there, and there's a lot of smoke there. Now this is where you've come from. Now I reckon these hazardous signs are basically going to show where the map's going to be blocked off, and then you've got all the smoke here. I reckon that smoke is probably toxic or something along the lines of that, and you're not going to be able to go past it, or else you'll die, or you just won't be able to go into the smoke. So here we see this this lava pool here, which is going to basically set the zombies on fire, and we can't run for it unless what the speculation is we get this tombstone perk or the RIP cola, whatever we're going to call it. We're going to be immune to that lava and immune to toxic gases and other sort of flames. Now here we see this or hot stuff. Here we see this the random box location, which we've also seen before. So if we skip forward some more frames, we see the woman here with the Olympia, which I'm pretty sure that's Olympia. She pwns this zombie over here, and here we see this zombie just get owned over here, and we see the bus in the background with the doors open. So it looks like the doors are going to remain open, and he's basically going to wait. He might be waiting for you. I'm not sure. It might actually just do a circuit, and you have to wait for it to come back around. I'm not sure. I'll talk about a little bit more about that later as we get further into the trailer, and I point out some more stuff. So here we've got another zombie just running into this station. So here we have our third character. Now, if you notice, he's got this in his pocket. He has this really weird device. Now, if we just zoom in a bit closer, you actually see it here, and it's got a lot of dials on it. So that is something. I'm not quite sure what that is. It's really weird. It reminds me of the teleporter. Well, not the teleporter, the hacker from Moon, but I think it's something completely different. I think there's going to be one of the new feats in the game. Now, if you also notice, there's as he shoots, there's kind of like a green gas coming off of him. Well, not off of him, but sort of in front of him. You kind of see these green flashes. and I'm going to also talk more about that later. But there's one theory that is being produced by this little device on him, which could be some sort of attachment that you pick up. Like maybe they're introducing like class mods, a bit like Borderlands, so you can pick up stuff for your character that does different things. So here we see our second character again, the one we saw before, and you actually get a glimpse of the fourth character, which they don't show us a lot of. So there's something about him they don't want us to know yet, and it'll be interesting to find some more about him later. So as we see the bus now drive to the next location through this tunnel, see it run over a bunch of zombies which just get owned. And here's the trailer map. I doubt this is an in-game map, but it's here. We see this lava coming down from somewhere, and we're going to visit the next location, which is it's got the skull, well, not skull and crossbones, just the crossbones sort of emblem on it, which is, I guess, resembling the. I'm not quite sure what they're for. There's a lot of speculation about it, but I guess we'll find out in the coming weeks and days and months, or days, weeks and months. So here we've got zombies sliding down the roof of the diner, getting owned by this guy over here, and again we see this hazardous sign over here. But we also see this guy getting attacked by zombies, and he's getting completely owned by them. Well, not getting owned by it, but he's getting attacked by this one zombie that's on fire, but he's not even flinching. You actually see this a bit later in the trailer as well. So I reckon this might be the new Tombstone perk, but then the Tombstone perk location is coming up a bit later, and also so is the actual power location where you turn on the power. So he must have got this perk before they've hit the actual location which we've seen in the screenshot, and I'll talk some more about that as well. And he's got it before the power turns on, which makes sense because there was a leak on the leaked achievement list. It said you can gain perks without actually turning on the power. So if we skip forward a bit, we see a zombie running down the diner. Some more zombies obviously running to their doom and getting killed. Now back here again we see the new character who we've not really seen much about. Well, not the new character, the fourth character. There's a little something on the desk over here which I don't think is relevant, but thought I'd point it out anyway. So we see this woman here pwning some zombies. We got some really cool camera movement here, but also if you notice, we actually see our female character over here lying on the floor in a pile of zombies. Not quite sure what she's doing down there, lying on the floor in a zombie apocalypse, but she's there. And we also see this kind of green light gas type thing over here, which I'll also talk more about, which I have a theory it might be some sort of pheromone, but then that wouldn't explain why the zombie's running away. So we'll talk about that a bit later as well. So we see this guy over here, and he does appear to have that device in his pocket, but you can only kind of see it. And again, he's getting attacked by another zombie, which is doing no damage to him. Now, if you notice here, it actually says "now die," which is quite funny, but I'm probably supposed to say something diner, I reckon. But that's quite cool. Now here again, you see that green gas or light, and it looks to me like it's coming off this zombie that he shot. And the zombie's in an apron, is in like a hospital gown, so it might have been experimented on, and then gives off this green gas when it dies, which I reckon is some sort of pheromone. You can see the speed cola in the back, and you actually see a random box like over there. So it's not coming from the gun, because you'll notice he shoots some more, and then the green gas is kind of gone. So he poses some zombies with this weapon, and as we get to, in fact, I think did I just see something that I had not seen before? I did not. Okay, it was just the neon light. So there's nothing really in this scene here. Just some zombies running out. Here's quite interesting. Outside you can see there's a window here. That's clearly a window. However, this window has some really bright light coming out of it. Now, whether it's just this, or there's something exploding over there that gives a really bright light, I reckon that is daytime outside. I reckon this map has has time transitions, so you might be playing it over both night and day. Either that, or there's some sort of zombie that's blown up a bit like the Screecher in Black Ops 1 and Shangri-La, or it's this light over here, but that is definitely unusual. So there you are, North Highway Diner. That actually said "now die" before. But so you see our characters running back onto the bus, and we see a lot of these trucks everywhere. So we've got one of our characters running back onto the bus, and they're then going to go to the next location, which is a farm, then across this fiery lake of lava, and the emblem for the farm. So I'm not quite sure what that is. I have a feeling it's got something to do with the objectives that I reckon are going to be at each of these locations. So we've got some zombies running up this pathway here, and you'll notice there's a lot of this green gas around here. and some more zombies running into this guy who's just shooting them. We've also got this guy again. Now, you can't really see whether that device is in this book or not. That's very clever. But he's also got this really weird watch thing on, which I'm quite interested to find out more about. So if you go over here, this is a bit where I can talk about the pheromone. You see this zombie running at him, and he's getting shot. You used to see someone up there doing something. At least I think that's someone. I'm pretty sure it is. But these zombies over here, and there's obviously this green gas everywhere, are just going crazy, attacking something that is you can't really see. They're sort of huddled around something, and I have a feeling that that green gas attracts them. But then I wouldn't really be able to explain why this zombie is actually running at you instead of them. But the only reason I can think of that is that maybe some perks now have a negative effect. So, for example, maybe the Tombstone perk, if you get it, you get you're immune to the lava and fire zombies, etc. But some zombies will run at you even though they're a pheromone active. So here we've got the max ammo, and this woman's shooting at some of the zombies which are running towards her. Now here's something I noticed is quite weird. If you look in this window here, you see a zombie that his eyes look kind of white, but I think that's probably irrelevant. But you see these blue lights that are kind of spinning around on a wheel back there. It looks like he's holding something, but he's not, because you can kind of see his hand over here. It's not holding anything. Then you see this kind of I reckon that might be a trap that zombies are caught on. You can probably still see their eyes, their half eye. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But it doesn't look like zombies running past. So again, you see this kind of green gas stuff everywhere. And I also see a weapon slot over there. So, and obviously we've got our characters down there and over here fighting off all the zombies. And there looks to be tons of zombies. So it might be possible that the zombies are now easier to kill, but there's more of them. That could be possible. Or they've just upped the amount of zombies and gone, you guys are going to have a much harder time hitting your round 150s, etc. So now they're traveling to the next location, which I'm not quite... Well, yeah, the next location is some sort of a powerhouse. Now, this powerhouse is where the Tombstone perk was in the screenshot that we saw before. It was right there. It's no longer there. So I reckon it's a bit like the perks in Shangri-La, and it moves around the map. Or something along the lines of that. Now here we see one of our new player crafted items, which we can now make. We can now scavenge items and craft our own weapons that can be used, or items that can be used for weapons or defensive reasons. So basically we can make awesome stuff. So here we've kind of got some riot shields that are like makeshift riot shields from multiplayer. Obviously they've got the glass screen that you can see out of, and I think you can place them in the ground as well. And you see here they're knocking zombies off the edge, and zombies go flying. And again here, no Tombstone perk like there was before. And this is the powerhouse. You can see there's no electric coming off of this now, whereas there was in the screenshot. So this is going to be where you turn on the power, I reckon. So obviously you can see down there's kind of like some barrels and a red glow. So you see some more zombies getting knocked off the edge. They're getting absolutely owned. Now, so you can see two people here. This one guy's got a bright shield again. And this guy seems to be fending off some more zombies. It seems like, if you look here, it kind of looks like there's a sniper on the wall. You can kind of see like an outline and then a bit of a gun. And I don't know, that's just me guessing. But also, if you look down here, you can kind of see a green glow again, which is a bit weird. And you see this guy, he's just opponing some zombies, as you do. And yeah, but if you notice over here, we go back, there's something really interesting here that kind of looks like I reckon that is a zombie. I don't think that's the power turning on. I reckon that's a zombie. I reckon that's a new Electrobots that we've been hearing about, and it kind of also looks like it's warped somewhere. It looks a bit like almost reminds you of a black hole, like the Gersh device. So here we've got some lightning in the sky, which is all very nice. We've got the bus again, but here this time we see a shot of the bus pulling in at the original stop that we were first at, which is really weird. I can't really see why the bus would be there, but so I reckon the bus might just be on a circuit and you'll have to wait. I don't think it'll wait for you. I think you have to wait for the bus to come back around. It'll stop there for X amount of time. You have to quickly hop on it before it goes off, and then you can go to your next location. So here we've got zombies climbing on the roof, which you've seen before, so that comes as no surprise. There's some more zombies hanging off the edge of the bus as you drive it, or as this conductor guy drives it. You've got this guy here. You notice the hatch is now open, so you can go in that. That'll be, or you not go in that. You can get onto the roof and shoot zombies from there. So you obviously got to open it some way. Might part of the upgrade. So here we've got this guy shooting zombies that are trying to climb in the window, and they look really vicious. They really do want to get in here. And so this is going to be a really dangerous place to be in, but it's going to get to places very quickly, I reckon. Now you can see kind of like a blue light down here, but I reckon that's probably irrelevant. This woman again, she's climbing on the top of the bus, and she's shooting some zombies from the top of it. And you can see again this green gas stuff here, which is kind of weird. It seems to be inside the bus, if you ask me. So I guess we'll find out some more about that later. So for now, I'm going to assume it's some sort of pheromone, but that's, you know, speculation. Here we reach what seems to be our final destination, and I guess it just loops back. I don't know. This kind of looks like a destination, but I'm not sure. So you know, we'll have to see. So here we've got the final place, and we've got all our characters backing into the bank over there, and now another shot of them in a building with this green kind of gas thing you can see over here. I don't know, it might just be the lighting coming off of this, but it looks to be like that sort of green gas. And now see this guy, he's being surrounded by flaming zombies, but he's the only one we see being attacked by flaming zombies and not really flinching. So it might be that this particular character is immune to fire damage, and it could be like every character has a special ability, etc. So if we skip forward some more scenes, we see some more zombies running through the lava, getting set on fire, and running at our characters, and obviously it zooms out here. We've got these two huge lakes of fire, or lakes of lava rather, and this seems to be a pretty big city setting. So you get some black frames there, give it a bit more of a dramatic feel. We get the Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies logo, and I'm now going to show you the new wonder weapon, or as it seems, wonder weapon type thing right here. Now it looks like she's revving up a motorbike of some sort, but I actually skipped the couple of frames forward. See some zombies running at you. That's not unusual. Now here we see a temperature gauge, but here we see an RPM gauge. Now RPM stands for rounds per minute, so this is almost some kind of gun, and it's huge. It's no ordinary gun, so I reckon that's a wonder weapon. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. There's a lot of effort into it and analyzing it. The trailer, let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you see anything I did not see, and if I find something, I'll make sure to re-upload it. I'll re-upload whatever I find. So you gotta make sure to subscribe for that. If you want to, you can follow me on Twitter. Link to that will be in the description. But mainly, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.